Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2 presents Phoenix Rising. A look at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. And now, to the NLWN2 studio for Phoenix Rising.
Hello, and welcome to Phoenix Rising. Rick Olson here in the NLWN2 studio, and we're very excited to bring you Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football, who are 5-2 in the Northern Light Football League as they take on defending national champion River City Rough Riders, who are currently 6-1 in the NLFL. The Phoenix are coming off a 31-14 loss to the Wisconsin Ravens last Saturday, while the Rough Riders defeated the Manitowoc Mariners 18-15. Now, coming up in this edition of Phoenix Rising, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Phoenix and the Rough Riders. Then we'll get a coach's perspective on today's game in Coach's Corner. Then we'll send it out to Paul Giel Field in Winona, Minnesota, where our broadcast crew will bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN2.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Welcome back to Phoenix Rising. Today, the Chippewa Valley Phoenix will travel to Winona, Minnesota to take on the River City Rough Riders, who are the defending spring football national champions and are currently sitting in first place in the Northwest Division of the NLFL. Now, last week, the Phoenix were defeated 31-14 by the Wisconsin Ravens in a game that was much more competitive than that score indicates. In that game, the Phoenix finally found a rushing attack, accounting for 204 rushing yards, led by Tanner Walker's 97-yard effort.
Huseby with one back, single wideouts. That handoff this time goes to Tanner Walker. Walker carries about 4 Ravens with him down to about the 35-yard line, and the Phoenix take a timeout.
He was followed by Connor Huseby with 53 yards and a touchdown.
Brazell switches from right to left. Huseby scurrying left and trying to get away from defenders. And does he get in? Touchdown. Touchdown, Connor Huseby.
Herschel Brazell also had a strong day, contributing 66 total yards, including 43 on the ground and a touchdown.
Signals out to the far side. I think Chris Lipscomb's out there. And the ball handed off to Herschel Brazell. Brazell gets away and into the end zone. Touchdown, Phoenix.
The Phoenix used the air attack sparingly as quarterback Connor Huseby went 9 for 20 for 87 yards and 1 interception. The Phoenix offense actually outgained the Ravens with 291 total yards, while the defense held the Ravens to 288. The Phoenix defense also won the turnover battle, forcing 3 Raven turnovers compared to only 1 by the Phoenix.
They move Alec Duane from right to left, and then they send another man wider. Williams looking to throw, throws a wobbly one, and it is picked off. It's intercepted by the Phoenix Jaeger Quaid. He'll come up to the 40, to midfield, and he is wrestled down at the 49-yard line. He was tackled on the play by Richard McMartin.
In fact, the Phoenix won nearly every category except the score in a much improved performance. Today, the Phoenix will be traveling to Winona, Minnesota to take on the River City Rough Riders at Paul Giel Field. The Rough Riders are the defending spring football national champions, as well as runners-up in the Northern Lights Football League. Now, earlier this season, the Rough Riders defeated the Phoenix at Carson Park in Eau Claire by the score of 60-18. Now, that game was closer than the score indicates, as the Phoenix kept the game a one-score game until the Rough Riders pulled away with 34 unanswered points in the second half. Now on the ground, the Rough Riders rely on Davion Clay and Ujay Wilkerson. Defensively, look for Aaron Taylor, Terante Wilson, and Aramar Liggins as leading tacklers. Now coming up next on Phoenix Rising, I caught up with the Phoenix coaching staff at Phoenix Coffee in downtown Eau Claire and had a chance to talk about today's game. That's coming up on Coach's Corner as you're tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN2.
If your estate isn't looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants landscape your estate right up to snuff with installation of retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Then they'll keep it that way with their expert lawn care service. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 608-468-2067. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood.
Time now to get a coach's perspective on today's game as we discuss it over a cup of coffee on Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner with the Phoenix coaches is recorded at Phoenix Coffee on North Barstow Street in Eau Claire. And now Coach's Corner.
Before we get started today on Coach's Corner, I'd once again like to take the opportunity to thank the very kind people at Phoenix Coffee in downtown Eau Claire for making this space available to us and talking with Phoenix coaches. What better place to do it than at Phoenix Coffee? And today on Coach's Corner, we're being joined once again by the Phoenix Special Teams Coordinator, Jim North. And Coach, before we get too much into today's game, which is a biggie, let's take a look back at last week. The Phoenix took on the Wisconsin Ravens and came up short 31-14, but don't let that score fool you. It was a very competitive game throughout. Your comments about that game?
We played a really good game offensively. I think we were running the ball good. We had good timing, good pass routes. Everything was clicking pretty darn good. It's just couldn't get over that little hump.
Well, and a couple of mistakes. The opening kickoff kind of set the tone when it went through the receiver's hands, rolls into the end zone, and then he chose to run it out of their end zone. Had he taken a knee, it would have come out to the 25-yard line. Instead, he tries to run it out, gets tackled on the 1, and 2 plays later, there's a safety against the Phoenix, and that kind of set the tone for the way the day was going to look.
Yeah, it did. It was pretty not a good play on that part, but we're going to correct that stuff.
Now and I had to throw that one at you because, Jim, that is a special teams play.
Yes, it is.
Oops.
Yeah, he had a little oops. I had to talk with him. He's like, yeah, he goes, I should have knelt it down. I go, yeah, you should have.
I know.
You learned.
The Phoenix offense did seem to finally find their running attack behind Tanner Walker and Herschel Brazel with over 200 yards gained on the day. Your comments about the running attack?
I think we should keep it up with the running attack. I think that's going to help wear down the opponents. We're going to do a lot better that way, and things will open up more for the pass. And them 2 guys are pretty beastie guys at running the ball.
There was a play that we just showed in the highlights where Walker got the ball straight up the middle and literally drove 4 of the Ravens another 5 yards after initial contact downfield before they finally got him to the ground. And he picked up 11 yards, and you have running backs that do that kind of thing, all of a sudden you're going to make some serious yards.
Definitely.
Now, how can the Phoenix build on that and expand upon it to help them out this week?
I think that's going to be key. We can run the ball more. It'll help open up the play-action pass, short passes to start it off with, and then if we have to go deep, we can go deep over the top.
Now, this week, the Phoenix take on the defending national champion River City Rough Riders, a team that defeated the Phoenix 60-18 back in May. What can you tell us about the strengths of the Rough Riders?
The strengths on the Rough Riders are basically their defense is pretty good. Their offense is so-so. I mean, it's not the best, but they do find ways to get in the end zone. We're going to try to shut them down. We're going to try to open up things more for get the run moving and get the defense on their heels a little bit.
Now, what is the formula that the Phoenix are going to need in order to be successful this week against the Rough Riders?
Try to have no turnovers for sure.
Okay.
And then to be successful, if we can just gain a couple of yards at a time, it'll help open up doors to...
In other words, plus yardage, no minus yardage.
No minus, yeah, exactly.
Which also means playing clean as far as penalties and so on.
Right, no penalties too.
Now, who's getting the call under center today?
I think it's going to be Connor Husby.
Okay. All right. Now, last time these two teams met, the Rough Riders defeated the Phoenix, as I mentioned, 60-18. In that game, however, the Phoenix were within one score throughout the entire first half. In fact, for a couple times, held a small lead. Is that going to be much of a motivating factor for the Phoenix to come out and win this game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big key to, if we can keep them down, I think we got a good shot of probably getting ahead of them, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Well, hopefully today's game will be an opportunity for the Phoenix to regain a share of the lead in the NLFL Northwest Division. Thank you for joining us, Coach North, and stay tuned because we have more Phoenix Rising coming up right after this.
You've been enjoying a cup of coffee while talking a little football with one of the Phoenix coaches on Coach's Corner, recorded at Phoenix Coffee on North Barstow Street in Eau Claire. Stay tuned, more of Phoenix Rising is coming right up.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame.
Our next game will be on Monday, July 1st, as the Cavaliers take on the Menominee Eagles from Carson Park. Coverage begins with the In the Dugout show at 6 p.m., followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Monday, July 1st on NLWN TV.
Welcome back to Phoenix Rising as we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's NLFL divisional battle between the 5-2 Chippewa Valley Phoenix and the 6-1 River City Rough Riders. Now, last week in NLFL action, you saw the Phoenix drop a tough game to the Wisconsin Ravens 31-14, while the River City Rough Riders topped the Manitowoc Mariners 18-15. And the Madison Mad Dogs defeated the Midwest Warriors 14-0. In other games, the Rock River Rampage were victorious over the Midwestern Wildcats 20-18, while the Fox River Raiders, Illinois Cowboys, and Brown County Blackjacks and Wisconsin Wolfpack all picked up forfeit wins. Now that leaves this week's standings as follows. In the Northeast Division, in first place with a 6-1 record are the Wisconsin Ravens. One game back at 5-2 are the Fox River Raiders, while in third place we find the Manitowoc Mariners at 3-4. The Brown County Blackjacks are in fourth place at 2-5. In the Northwest Division, in first place we find the River City Rough Riders with a 6-1 record. One game back are the Chippewa Valley Phoenix, who are 5-2. Third place are the Central Wisconsin Bandits at 0-7, while fourth place sits the Northfield Vipers, who are technically 0-9. In the Southeast Division, we find the Midwest Warriors at 6-1 in first place and tied with the Illinois Cowboys. The Rock River Rampage sit in third at 3-4, while the Southern Lakes Blue Devils are in fourth at 0-7. In the Southwest Division, it's the Madison Mad Dogs in first place at 6-1, with the Midwestern Wildcats and Tri-City Bulldogs 3 games back at 3-4, while fourth place belongs to the Wisconsin Wolfpack at 1-6. Now, in addition to the Phoenix taking on the Rough Riders in Winona, other games today include the Rock River Rampage traveling to the Midwest Warriors, while the Tri-City Bulldogs will host the Wisconsin Wolfpack. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin Ravens will face the Fox River Raiders at Winneconne High School, and the Midwestern Wildcats will travel to face the Madison Mad Dogs, and the Manitowoc Mariners and Brown County Blackjacks will face off in De Pere. The Illinois Cowboys will gain a forfeit win. Now, coming up next, we'll wrap up Phoenix Rising and get you ready for today's shootout with the Ravens, as you're tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN2.
When you take 35 years of authentic Japanese recipes and mix it with the right environment, you know you've arrived at Tokyo. Tokyo Japanese Restaurant at 2426 London Road in Eau Claire has been the Chippewa Valley's premier Japanese restaurant and is known for having an authentic teppanyaki experience. Looking for a unique place to host a corporate event or party? The team at Tokyo will create an unforgettable event. Call today to book an event or make a reservation by calling 715-834-0313. That's Tokyo Japanese Restaurant in Eau Claire.
Welcome back to Phoenix Rising. Today we have two teams, the Phoenix and the Rough Riders, looking to battle for first place in the NLFL Northwest Division. The Phoenix last week found a way to get the offense moving with an effective running attack. That provided not only offensive yards and a welcome rest for the defense. Now that effort will need to be repeated for the Phoenix to have success this week. The Phoenix would also like to show that they are better than they were in that 60-18 loss that they suffered to the Rough Riders earlier this season. Now the Rough Riders want to hang on to first place in the Northwest Division and remain in the battle for the top seed in the upcoming NLFL playoffs. So it all adds up to some exciting football action right here on NLWN2. Now, in just a few moments, we'll send it to our broadcast crew at Paul Giel Field in Winona, Minnesota. We'll have all the action of today's play-by-play coming up for you next, as you've been tuned to Phoenix Rising on NLWN2.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Rising, with a look at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Chippewa Valley Phoenix football.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Sladen's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Sladen's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Sladen's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Sladen's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Sladen's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
The Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2 proudly present the Northern Lights Football League.
Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football is on the air. Join us as the Phoenix strive to rise in the Northern Lights Football League. And now, out to the stadium for coverage of today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix football game.
And good afternoon, Rick Olson here, along with Ann Monroe and Cameron Rickoff, as we're getting ready to bring you Chippewa Valley Phoenix football as they take on the River City Rough Riders from Paul Giel Stadium in Winona, Minnesota. This, a number of years ago, was the home of the Rough Riders, and they moved. Well, let's go back. When the Rough Riders were first formed, they were in La Crosse. Then they came here to Paul Giel Field, and they were here for, I want to say 3-4 years, and then moved back to La Crosse, and now they're back here at Paul Giel Field. And the stadium itself is kind of old, but the turf field is in excellent condition, and we're ready for some great football action today on a sunshiny, partly cloudy day. It's warm, but it's not hot. and it'll be just a perfect day for football here in Winona. Don't forget that today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix football game is being brought to you by C&K Construction, Hy-Vee Grocery in Eau Claire, Menominee Eye and Optical, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, Transport Garage in Altoona, Northern Wisconsin State Fair in Chippewa Falls. That is just coming up. And Olson Solar Energy, the Phoenix Team Store, Roland Machinery, Sammy's Pizza in Eau Claire, Slayton's Technology, Tokyo Japanese Restaurants, the United States Army, and the Visual Identity Vault. Be sure you thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Chippewa Valley Phoenix football. The Phoenix come into today's game with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses in the NLFL, whereas the Rough Riders are 6-1 in the NLFL. Phoenix rushing leaders from last week, Tanner Walker carried the ball 23 times for 97 yards. Unfortunately, he had some family commitments and won't be here today. Herschel Brazel will be here today. He carried it 10 times for 43 yards and a touchdown. Connor Hughesby at quarterback, and he will be here today. Carried it 9 times for 53 yards and a touchdown. Hughesby also was 9 for 20 for 87 yards in passing. Did not have any touchdown passes, but he did unfortunately have 1 interception. Brazel also had led the Phoenix in receptions with 3 receptions for 23 yards. Other NLFL games today, we're looking at the Manitowoc Mariners over at the Brown County Blackjacks. The Wisconsin Ravens are at the Fox River Raiders. The Midwest Warriors will host the Rock River Rampage. The Midwestern Wildcats will be at the Madison Mad Dogs, and the Wisconsin Wolfpack will travel the great distance across the city of Wisconsin Dells. They both have Dells as their home field against the Tri-City Bulldogs. So, a full slate of action as we're about to have the coin toss. And there's a whole mess of captains for the Rough Riders. They start off with, I think that's Corey Jeffers. No, that's Marvin Hooker. Along with Aaron Taylor, and then I think that's Josh Young down there. Also is Tyler Shields, and let's see, I'm looking at some others. John Good is down there. Jalonzo Jackson is down there. And also Tracy Samuels. And I'm trying to catch the Phoenix captains. And I can't see them because there's Rough Rider captains right in our way. But that's all right.
Welcome to
and we'll see if we can get the results of the coin toss. And I guess the public address announcer is getting a little ahead of himself because they haven't finished the coin toss yet. You don't run the national anthem till after the coin toss is done. And there's the toss. And the Rough Riders won the toss, and they've deferred. And it looks like the Phoenix will be receiving. So, Rough Riders win the toss. They defer to the second half. They will be kicking to the Phoenix. Phoenix will be going from right to left. And we are waiting now to do the national anthem as they're waiting for the captains to get off the field and get lined up with their team. And we'll have today's national anthem. the playing of our national anthem a little bit early. A new person on the PA tonight, and he wasn't quite sure what he was doing with that. So we're waiting for the teams to come out on the field, and we'll get things rolling here on a Saturday afternoon in Winona. Phoenix return team heading out. Rough Rider kicking team heading out. Trying to check and see who's going to be back deep. Kicking for the Rough Riders is Aiden Flovin. And dropping back for the Phoenix is... There are two of them. Joaquin Bird is back there. And well, somebody on the far side does not. He's got his jersey pulled up. We can't read his number. The other is Lamar Graves back deep to receive.
Rough Rider set to kick off.
Bird is going to be the deeper of the two. Graves setting up at about the 20, Bird at about the 12. And here's a short kick. It's taken by the Phoenix at the 43-yard line, sliding in. And I think that might be Austin Blado. Oh, check that. Hunter Kraus. Hunter Kraus on the reception on the short kickoff. So the Phoenix will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. And the Phoenix break the huddle.
On the 44 of Chippewa Falls.
Cameo King splitting out into the slot on the right side. Now he's coming back over to the left side now and in the slot on the left. And carrying the ball across the 50 down to the 45 and run out of bounds at the 41-yard line is Joaquin Bird. So that'll be a first down for the Phoenix.
First down for the Phoenix. Ball on the...
So 1st and 10 at the Rough Rider 41-yard line. That's a change that they threw at us. We were expecting Connor Hughesby at quarterback, but instead it's Joaquin Bird. Now it's Hughesby under center. Hughesby drops the snap, keeps it himself, straight forward, gained a couple. He gets down to about the 39-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down 8. Check that, they're going to put it on the 38-yard line, so it's a gain of 3. 2nd down 7.
Gain of 3 on the 38.
Hughesby brings him up to the line. Gives straight up the middle to Herschel Brazel, and he fights his way down to the 25 or 35-yard line.
Gives approximately.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Phoenix in what is probably 4-down territory. Opening drive of the game.
Josh Young coming in.
Phoenix come up to the line. Cameo King in the slot on the left.
On the 35.
There's a wing on the right. Wide receivers both ways.
Big handoff.
Hughesby keeps himself and Gains about a yard before knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Connor Hughesby with a gain of 1. 4th and 3 for the Phoenix.
4th and 3, and it looks like the Phoenix are going for it.
Phoenix come up to the line. Kenny O'King on a wing now on the left. Give to Brazel, and he didn't get anywhere that time. Taken down in the backfield by John Good.
Rough Riders take over on downs.
And so the Rough Riders will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Make it the 36. Now the chains on the far side are set correctly. Rough Riders come up to the line. Back in the pistol is Alex Benson. They put Jackson in motion. Benson takes it, comes around to the right side. He's across the 40, pushed out of bounds near midfield. They're going to say he stepped out at the 46-yard line. That's very close to a first down, and it is. And the sticks moved, and they should not have. Well, maybe they should have. They're very confused over there. First and 10 for the Rough Riders at their own 46-yard line. That was a gain of 10 by Benson. Benson takes a snap. This time he goes over to the left side and he gets across the 20 or 45 to about the 48-yard line. Gain of 2, and check that wasn't Benson. That was Kari Dorsey. Both those runs were by Kari Dorsey. Kari Dorsey, one of a number of players who used to be Phoenix players. Dorsey in the shotgun. Here's a snap under pressure. Dorsey eludes one, still rolling, still looking, spins, taken down at the 49-yard line, 48-yard line of the Phoenix. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Rough Riders.
3rd and 4 for the Rough Riders.
Into the lineup for the Rough Riders now is Alex Benson. But he's going to go line up in the slot. Here's a snap, give straight up the middle, and still on his feet, finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Davion Clay on the carry. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at the Phoenix 35. 8:58 to go.
first and 10 at the 35.
Nose of the ball is actually about the 34-yard line. Clay takes a snap. Play action pass rolls to his left. Now he keeps it. He's down to the 30 and pile drive out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Should be close enough to a first down. They're saying run the clock. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to mark it right on the 25-yard line. It's going to be about a half a yard shy of a first down.
So it is second and approximately half a yard.
Rough Riders strictly on the ground thus far. Benson has him at the line. In the backfield with him is Josh Young. Give to Young. No, give on the reverse. Jalonzo Jackson, he's down across the 15, dragged out of bounds, and a penalty marker comes flying in. And it may have been a face mask or horse collar tackle. Taken out of bounds at the 13. It's going to end up down around the 6-yard line after the penalty's marked off. Official on the near side is marking it as a horse collar tackle. Personal foul, horse collar tackle. So that's going to take it down to about the 6-yard line. First and goal for the Rough Riders.
Brings the Rough Riders down to the 6-yard line. First and goal.
That was an 11-yard gain, and then a penalty tacked on. Benson keeps it rolling to the right, turns it, and heads into the end zone for the Rough Rider touchdown. That'll make the score Rough Riders 6 and the Phoenix nothing.
Halfway through the first
So
6-0 Rough Riders.
it appears as though the Rough Riders will be going for 2. And they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jackson split out wide to the left. Over here on the near side is Kari Dorsey.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Benson waiting for the snap. He gives it around the left side and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion is Josh Young. So, with 7:21 remaining in the first quarter, it's the River City Rough Riders 8 and the Chippewa Valley Phoenix nothing. You're tuned to Phoenix Football on NLWN 2. Back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona, as the Rough Riders have just taken an 8-0 lead over the Chippewa Valley Phoenix. Back deep to receive for the Phoenix. Back deep appears to be Joaquin Bird, and up in front of him is Lamar Graves.
For your sponsorship.
And another short kick bounces at the 34, picked up And taking it around the far side across the 30 to the 35, out to the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Down at the 42-yard line. Didn't like to take
And that was Lamar Graves on the return. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Phoenix at their own 42. Phoenix come out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Bird split to the near side. Hughesby drops back, looks downfield, rolls. He's still under pressure, now rolls back the other way, takes it himself up the middle. He's across the 45, out to the 50, and runs out of bounds at the 47-yard line of the Rough Riders. They're going to mark it at the 48, and it might just be inches. No, they say first down. Where the one official had it marked, it was about the width of my shoe shy of the first down marker, but the referee says that's a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Phoenix in Rough Rider territory. That's a 10-yard gain for Hughesby. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Hughesby gives up the middle to Brazil, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Tried to spin, and in there on the tackle was Aaron Taylor.
Right on the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Phoenix at the line. Brazil the only setback. Give to Brazil, loses his footing, now gains it back, but he's going to get taken down in the backfield back at the 47-yard line, loss of 5 by Herschel Brazil. Had a little bit of a mix-up on the handoff there. Brazil's feet kind of slid a little bit, and then he just couldn't get things straightened around and heading in the right direction. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Herschel Brazil wearing number 36. Hughesby in the pistol now. Takes a snap. 3-step drop. Now he's under pressure. He got rid of it. It did not get to the line of scrimmage. They may call an intentional grounding. And let's see. Yep, there's the flag. It's going to be intentional grounding called against Connor Hughesby because you can get rid of the ball. He was outside the tackle box, but he still has to get it to the line of scrimmage or beyond, and this one came up about 3 yards shy. So that's going to bring up, to quote our good friend Jay Fall, that's going to bring up 4th and Augusta. Looks like about 25. And here's the kick. Straight up in the air and coming down, and takes a Rough Rider roll and is finally down by the Phoenix at the 46-yard line of the Phoenix. So Rough Riders with excellent field position as they take over, as we're tuned to Phoenix football on NLWN 2. Rough Riders with the ball, 1st and 10 at the Phoenix 46. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Kari Dorsey split wide to the left. Coming out wide to the near side is Jimmy Barker. And they put Jelonzo Jackson in motion. Quick screen pass out of the left side. And it's complete to Davion Clay. And he gained about 4 yards on the play.
I'm sorry, 4 yards.
Well, now that they mark it, it was 3 yards. 3-yard gain. 2nd down 7 for the Rough Riders. They come up to the line. Barker coming out to the right side. Jelonzo Jackson in the slot on the right side. Kari Dorsey split out wide to the left. Give up the middle, and now he scoots off the left side with a little bit of room taken out of bounds at the 30-yard line is Jeffrey Peoples. And they're going to mark it at the 31-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 12 yards for Jeffrey Peoples. First and 10 for the Rough Riders.
First and 10 on the 31. And right now, again, I'd like to thank moving forward.
Rough Riders come out of the huddle up to the line. Again, Kari Dorsey split out wide to the left side. Barker out wide to the right. Low snap, quick toss, and it's incomplete. I think it was partially batted by James Morris for the Phoenix. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Into the lineup for the Rough Riders is James Washington replacing John Good.
And James Washington in the game. 2nd down and 10.
Riders come up to the line. Alex Benson at quarterback. 2 running backs. Low snap again. Benson picks it up. Looking, and he's going down back at the 36-yard line. A loss of 5 for Alex Benson. Just in case you're curious, those quarterback sacks go as rushing yards. Actually make it a loss of 6. They marked it at the 37-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 16.
Bringing up 3rd and 16.
Rough Riders come up to the line. Benson calling the signals. Only 1 setback with him this time. 3-step drop, looking over the middle and in and out of the hands of Kari Dorsey. That's going to bring up 4th down and 16 for the Rough Riders.
4th and 16 for the River City Rough Riders.
Hey, don't forget to join us next Saturday here on NLWN2 as we bring you Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football. The Phoenix will host the Buffalo Ridge Wildcats. They're from southwestern Minnesota. Game's going to be at Carson Park. Coverage begins with Phoenix Rising at 2:30 with kickoff scheduled for 3. That's Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football next Saturday on NLWN2. 4th and 16 for the Rough Riders.
4th and 16. Ball on the
Alex Benson has him at the line.
7, I believe.
Takes a good snap this time. Drops back, looks downfield towards the corner, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for I believe, Jimmy Barker. And it's incomplete. So ball goes over on downs to the Phoenix. Minute 37 to go in the first half, or first quarter. Getting ahead of myself here.
Valley Phoenix takes over on down.
I think it's because I saw some good-looking barbecue on the way down here today, and I think we're going to stop there and have us some dinner on the way back. 1st and 10 for the Phoenix at the 37-yard line of their own. Huseby brings them to the line.
1st and 10 for the Phoenix on the
Herschel Brazel lined up on his right shoulder. Huseby drops back 3 steps. Sidearm slings it over the middle, intended for Joaquin Bird, is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
That's going to bring up 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Don't forget to join us on Monday for Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on NLWN TV. Cavaliers will be taking on the Menominee Eagles. Our pregame in the dugout show gets underway at 6 o'clock on NLWN TV. Huseby gives it straight up the middle to Brazel. He's across the 40, spins, gets out to about the 43-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
I want to remind you that coming up later on this broadcast season, the Northern Light Webcasting Network will be celebrating its 500th event that it will have broadcast, and we'll have special awards and so on for our listeners. Phoenix at the line. Huseby drops back. He rolls to the right, looks downfield, and passes. A penalty flag comes in, and I don't know if it's going to be against the Phoenix or against Jeffrey Peoples. Lamar Graves was the intended receiver out on the right flat, and there was a collision between them. And we'll have to see what the white hat has to say. They're marking it at that point. Pass interference against the defense. It's a spot foul and automatic 1st down, so it'll be 1st down for the Phoenix at their own 46-yard line.
Chippewa Valley Phoenix on 1st down.
Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Huseby drops back, looking downfield, looking. Now he rolls to the right. He's still rolling. He fires it downfield. He's got his receiver at about the 45-yard line. They may mark it at the 46 where he first caught it. Now they're going to mark it. Yeah, that's where they're going to mark it, at the 46. I thought it was going to be possibly at the 44. It's a gain of 9. That pass was completed to Lamar Graves. And that's the end of the first quarter. So, with the Phoenix driving, but the Rough Riders leading 8-0, we've got 1 quarter in the books, and you're tuned to Phoenix Football on NLWN 2.
From homemade sauce to dough that's made fresh, and the specialty meats and real mozzarella cheese, Sammy's at 2812 London Road has the recipe for the best pizza in town and has been Eau Claire's go-to pizza place since 1957. Sammy's not only offers award-winning pizza, but their menu includes burgers, sandwiches, chicken, and much more. The next time you're in the mood to head out for dinner, drop into Eau Claire's only Hall of Fame pizza parlor, Sammy's Pizza, 2812 London Road in Eau Claire, or call it 715-831-1300.
Menominee Eye and Optical can help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comro provide comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract or LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, and so much more. In addition, Menominee Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eyewear for the best value. That's Menominee Eye and Optical, 520 Wilson Avenue in Menominee, where they specialize in quality personalized care for you and your family.
And we're just getting ready to start the second quarter. Phoenix trailing the Rough Riders 8-6. A little discussion up here in the press box that should not have been a spot foul on that pass interference. It should have been a 15-yarder and an automatic first down because it was less than a 15-yard pass play. Anything over would have been a spot foul, and to be honest with you, that sounds correct, but I'm not 100% positive. Anyway, Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Hughesby under center. Play action. He rolls to his left. Looking downfield, there's a flag down, and throw downfield is incomplete.
Thrown down pass incomplete, but let's see what that flag is.
They did not stop the play, so I've got to think this is a penalty against the Rough Riders. And it is an offside penalty against the Rough Riders. The result of that will be a first down. That'll spot the ball at the 41-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Phoenix.
Phoenix bringing the ball to the 41.
Just underway in the second quarter. Phoenix up to the line of scrimmage. Cameo King in the slot on the right. They also have a tight slot on the left. Hughesby stepping up under center. Herschel Brazel, the deep back. Pitch to Brazel, and he got nailed in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 6 or 7, depending on where they spot it. Make it a loss of 6. Brings up 2nd down, 16.
2nd and 16 for the Phoenix.
Herschel Brazel. Phoenix coming up to the line.
2nd and 16, Phoenix line up.
2nd down, 16 yards to go. Hughesby in the pistol. And we've got flags. Unabated to the quarterback is going to be the call. That's going to get most of that loss by Brazel back. No, a false start being called against the Phoenix. That's what got them to come across.
Okay, it looks like it was a false start against the Phoenix, bringing it back to probably the 48.
So, that puts it back at about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 21. Hughesby under center. Drops back, 3-step drop, throw over the middle. He's got his receiver, but it's dropped. Trying to check and see who that was. I think that was Lamar Graves. Nope. It wasn't. Pass was intended for Joaquin Bird. But it was incomplete, so it's 3rd down and 21.
3rd down, 21 to go.
And we have a penalty marker go flying in a dead ball situation. That's usually a situation where somebody says something they should not have said. And it's an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Rough Riders. That usually entails an automatic 1st down, and it does. That's a very costly penalty because they had the Phoenix back on their heels, and instead they're giving them a clean slate as they move the ball up to the 38-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Phoenix at that point.
1st and 10 on the 38. Very tall.
And now we have an official calling time. They're waiting to get the Now they're going to have a little discussion about this. And they're going to put it on the 37. Okay. Phoenix got an extra yard out of that.
Had to respot the ball on the 37.
Which actually makes sense because that's where it should have been. 1st and 10 for the Phoenix. Hughesby takes the snap, looks out to the left flat, and it's incomplete.
Deflected partially by Kari Dorsey.
And pass was intended for Preston Buss. So it's going to bring up 2nd down 10.
2nd down and 10. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to thank Louise Goldbar out of La Crosse, as well as
So 8-0. The River City Rough Riders with a lead over the Phoenix, 13:09 to go in the 1st half. Hughesby drops back, tries to set up the screen on the right side, and it fell incomplete. And that one was intended for Lamar Graves. 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10 on the 37.
Phoenix come up to the line. Hughesby in the pistol. He takes the snap, steps up, looking like he throws it down into the flat. He's got a receiver who got his feet down in bounds. And it's complete to Joaquin Bird. Down at the 15-yard line. That's a 22-yard pass completion to Joaquin Bird. 1st and 10, Phoenix at the 15. Bird did a really nice job that time of getting his toes down in bounds before falling out of bounds. Phoenix in the red zone. First time today. Phoenix at the line. Give up the middle to Herschel Brazil. He gets it down to the 12. Gain of 3. Looks like they've got it at about the 7.5-yard line. So only give them a credit for 2 yards gained. So it brings up 2nd down 8. At least that time he didn't get tackled as soon as he got handed the ball.
Come on, Rough Riders fans. Let's give the defense a little bit of help out there. Let's get loud.
Coming out to the near side is Lamar Graves. On the far side is Joaquin Bird. Give straight up the middle, and not much room there for Noah Hayden.
Looks like no gain.
They're going to mark it right back at the line of scrimmage for no gain. 3rd down 8.
3rd and 8. Come on, fans. Let's get behind.
Noah Hayden, big number 3 in there for the Phoenix. As they come up to the line. Hughesby is in trouble, and they're going to sack him back at the 28-yard line. That's a 20-yard loss by Connor Hughesby. They're going to put it on the 27, so it's a 19-yard loss. But when you're talking losses like that, who's counting? 4th down, and a long ways. 4th and 22. Check that. That was a 14-yard loss, not a 19-yard loss. I was off by 5. 14-yard loss. Hughesby throwing it towards the right end zone. Up in the air and tipped out of bounds. And it's incomplete. Intended for Joaquin Bird over there in the corner. And the ball's going to go over on downs to the Rough Riders. So as the ball goes over on downs, let's take this time out on NLWN 2.
From concept to creation, the Visual Identity Vault is your complete design headquarters for all of your business and brand identity needs. We offer precision production, meticulous screen printing for vibrant, durable prints. Our plans are tailored to you, apparel and merchandise for businesses, teams, and individuals. We have streamlined solutions, hassle-free web store setup. We handle orders and payments. Ready to elevate your brand? Contact us to get your custom creation started today at the Visual Identity Vault at tvivmn.com, 507-238-9793. Let's make your mark together.
And we're back here at Winona, Paul Giel Stadium, and timeout has been called, so let's continue with our timeout as the Rough Riders lead the Phoenix 8-0, 9:29 to go in the first half on NLWN 2.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
When your energy costs going up get you down, it's time to contact Olson Solar Energy with offices in Altoona, Onalaska, and Wausau. Olson Solar Energy will be happy to provide a free solar evaluation of your home. Then, Olson Solar Energy will design a system that is designed to cover 100% to 120% of your current annual electric usage. Give Olson Solar Energy a call in Altoona at 715-318-5552 and see how Olson Solar Energy can make solar energy work for you.
And give straight up the middle to Davion Clay, and he got less than a yard. We'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down 10. Rough Riders coming out to the near side is Barker. And out to the far side. Well, we can't see his number yet. 2 running backs.
2 back set. Pitch.
And the pitch to the near side and taking it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Gain of about 3. Third down and 7 for the Rough Riders. That was Clay on the carry. Davion Clay, number 1. Rough Riders in the huddle. 8 minutes to go in the first half. They come up to the line. Benson under center. And they, Benson keeps it himself, comes across the 30 to the 35 to the 40, gets hit by a couple of guys, and finally taken down at about the 47-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 16 by Benson. So 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. They're in the W out there at midfield. Benson brings him up to the line. Benson drops back, looks downfield, lets it go, and tipped away at the last second. Preston Buss, I think, was who was back there. Or it could have been Noah Miles. Whoever it is, it ends with a 9. That was Preston Buss back deep to knock that ball away. 2nd down, 10 yards to go at the 47. Rough Riders at the line. Takes a snap, gives it straight up the middle to Davion Clay. He breaks some tackles, gets out across the 40 and down to the 36-yard line. Noah Hydorn takes him down at the 36-yard line, but that's a 1st down for the Rough Riders. Ball was carried by Davion Clay. So they come up to the line. James Washington at fullback, give to Clay again, coming to the near side and gets wrestled out of bounds across the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's going to be a gain of, well, let's see, 7, 6, 8. Any other numbers I can throw out there? Looks like 2nd down and 2 from the 28-yard line. They come up to the line. Washington, the fullback. Tailback is Josh Young. Keeping it himself is Benson. And he's got enough for the 1st down to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Rough Riders. picked up, call it 3 on that play.
4.5 minutes left of the half.
Riders come up to the line of scrimmage. Splitting out wide to the right is Jelonzo Jackson. Out to the left is Jimmy Barker.
25, first down.
Benson turns. We got whistles. That stopped the play, so my guess is yes, and they're marking illegal procedure, false start against the Rough Riders. That's going to cost them 5 yards. 4:13 to go. So it's going to be 1st and 15 from the 30-yard line.
And 15 on the 30.
Rough Riders coming up to the line. Tight end on the near side. Benson drops back, and he's taken down for a loss back at the 37-yard line. Loss of 7 on the play.
6 yards, making it second and forever.
That's going to be, well, they're going to make it a loss of 6. So it's 2nd down and 21.
2nd and 21. Come on, fans. Let's get behind the Rough Riders offense now.
Rough Riders up to the line. Wings on both sides now. Washington is the wing on the right. Benson waiting for the snap in the pistol. 3-step drop, looking over the middle. He's got a receiver. It's intercepted by the Phoenix. Taking it out is Demetrius Bennett. He's out across the 45, and he stepped, they're going to say he stepped out at the 44. And now we have penalty markers come flying.
Penalty flags all over the field.
Demetrius Bennett with the interception.
Picked off by Bennett.
He went out of bounds at the 44, and then there was a little extracurricular activity going on about the 41-yard line of the Rough Riders.
At this time, I'd like to thank Mooney's
And let's see what he says. Dead ball. And we have personal fouls going each way. AC Riley, or check that, Alex Benson, and also against Alex Tompkins for the Phoenix, and Benson for the Rough Riders, and those two penalties offset because that was a dead ball, and it was equal both ways, so the ball gets spotted at the 44-yard line of the Phoenix. First down. First turnover of the game goes in favor of the Phoenix. 2:40 to go.
Minutes, 40 seconds left in the half. Rough Riders up 8-0.
Phoenix break the huddle. They come up to the line. Phoenix in their all black today. Rough Riders in their all white. Hughesby drops back, looks, throws it over the middle. He's got his receiver still on his feet. And that reception was made by Jacob Brown coming out of the tight end slot. And he got it to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4, and we have a timeout being called by the Phoenix. So the Phoenix are going to take a timeout, and so are we on NLWN 2.
I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
It's going to be amazing to be able to come to a place like this and stay at a cabin with amazing people, animals, a view, and get away from it all.
Country Haven Farms is fundraising to complete our cabin, giving Wisconsin veterans and their families a much-needed escape in the Northwoods. Donations of any amount are encouraged, and sponsorships are available at all levels. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
Back here in Winona, 2:25 to go in the first half. Phoenix with the ball, 2nd down and 5. Well, 2nd and 6. The down box was off by a yard. 2nd down and 6.
Ball on the 48.
Hughesby looking, he's under pressure, rolls to his right, throws it, and that's going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down 6.
Incomplete. Bringing up 3rd and 7.
A few plays ago when I was trying to find the spot of the ball, the officials kept going back and forth, and I was throwing numbers out there. The scoreboard operator just came in and said I really messed it up because I didn't go, well, it's 8675309. Is that Tommy Two Tones? Anyway, 3rd down 6. 2:18 in the first half. Phoenix with the ball. Connor Hughesby in the pistol. Takes it, drops back, looking to his right, under pressure, throws it, and it was incomplete, batted away at the last second. Pass was intended for Demetrius Bennett. 4th down and 6.
On the 48 of the Phoenix.
So, Phoenix look like they're going to go for it. Maybe not. In there in punt formation.
Remember to check out Rough Rider apparel on the sidelines under the blue canopy.
There's the snap and the kick. And it's going to hit at the 22, stay in bounds, picked up by the Rough Riders, and coming back across the 20 to the 25 to the 30. Gets a block across the 40. He breaks it loose. This is Tracy Samuels. He's still going. He's across the 20 and trips over the 20-yard line. He had a clear shot to the end zone, and I think he's grabbing his knee. I just hope that that's the type of situation where an Achilles, or not an Achilles, but an ACL can go out on you, and I'm just hoping that's not what happened to him. And the Phoenix trainer is coming over to help out and take a look. At any rate, the Rough Riders have the ball 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line, and we should be getting the 2-minute warning. And it looks like we are. So let's take this time out on NLWN TV. Rough Riders at the line of scrimmage. Give over to Davion Clay, gets it down to about the 15-yard line. Clay has a gain of 3. He's going to bring up second down 7. Minute 29 to go in the half.
Give them 3 yards, so it'll be second and 7. So minute 20 and clock is running.
And he keeps it and keeps on his feet. Knocked down at about the 5. It's Alex Benson with it. And it's going to be first and goal for the Rough Riders at the 5-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field with 57 seconds remaining as you're tuned to Phoenix Football on NLWN 2.
And help you pick the perfect weapon for you. You want to change the look of your firearm? We also offer Cerakoting. Stop in for details. Start browsing or book your classes at mark-onshooting.com. That's MARC-ON shooting.com. Mark on Shooting. Best kept secret in Chippewa Valley.
C&K Construction is your source for high-quality concrete and construction work in the Chippewa Valley. Established in 2014, C&K Construction in Chippewa Falls is a leading concrete contractor proud to serve Eau Claire, Altoona, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Specializing in concrete construction, excavating, flatwork poured walls, and much more, they're right for all of your concrete needs. Call C&K Construction in Chippewa Falls at 715-559-1335.
Firearms, ammo, training, and safety.
And we're back here at Winona. "57 seconds remaining. First and goal for the Rough Riders. On the 5-yard line. Benson has him at the line. Give to Kari Dorsey. He goes around the left side and into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll make the score Rough Riders 14 and the Phoenix nothing. Let's see here. Looks to me like they're going to go for 2. This time they're spotting the ball on the 2-yard line like they're supposed to.
Rough Riders going for the 2-point conversion.
Rough Riders come up to the line. Shalonzo Jackson split out wide to the right. Barker to the left.
Rough Riders lining up.
In the backfield, we have Josh Young and Kari Dorsey. Benson hands it on the end around to Barker, and he doesn't get anywhere. Lost a yard, in fact. Take it back. He lost 4 yards on the play. So number 18 on the carry loses 4.
52 seconds left in the half. What's the score, Rough Riders?
So, 52 seconds remaining. It's Rough Riders 14, Phoenix nothing. We'll have the kickoff coming up right after this timeout on NLWN 2.
Yeah, I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
It's going to be amazing to be able to come to a place like this and stay at a cabin with amazing people, animals, a view, and get away from it all.
Country Haven Farms is fundraising to complete our cabin, giving Wisconsin veterans and their families a much-needed escape in the Northwoods. Donations of any amount are encouraged, and sponsorships are available at all levels. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
So the Rough Riders getting ready to kick off to the Phoenix. Aiden Flovin to do the kicking. Back deep to receive. Demetrius Bennett over on the far side. He's standing at about the 17-yard line. And here's the kick. Picked up by Bennett. And he gets hit almost immediately, taken down at the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Phoenix at their own 26-yard line. Now the trick to this is to use up some clock, but also try to move the ball down the field. And you don't want to just throw the ball, because incomplete passes stop the clock. And you don't want to give it back to the Rough Riders with any time at all in the first half. And it looks to me like they're going to kneel it out to end the first half. And that's exactly what they did. So Connor Hughesby is willing to sacrifice the 1-yard loss. So Hughesby loses a yard. 2nd and 11, clock's running. I don't think they have to snap the ball.
Looks like this is going to end the half.
And that should take care of the first half. So the score at halftime is River City Rough Riders 14, the Phoenix nothing, and we'll have Phoenix halftime coming up right after this timeout on NLWN TV.
I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
It's going to be amazing to be able to come to a place like this and stay at a cabin with amazing people, animals, a view, and get away from it all.
Country Haven Farms is fundraising to complete our cabin, giving Wisconsin veterans and their families a much-needed escape in the Northwoods. Donations of any amount are encouraged, and sponsorships are available at all levels. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Time now for Phoenix Halftime with this week's Phoenix Profile and other halftime entertainment. That's all coming up after this brief timeout. Time now for Phoenix Profile, where we take a look at one of this year's Chippewa Valley Phoenix players. And now, Phoenix Profile.
Today on Phoenix Profile, we're talking with Tanner Walker. And Tanner, tell us a little about yourself, where you grew up, levels of football that you've played, and so on.
I grew up in Augusta, Wisconsin, played high school football, played for the Predators when they were still in the Valley, and now we're bringing it back to the Valley, so here I am.
All right. What's the most exciting thing that you've learned about this year's Phoenix team?
We got a good owner, we got an excellent coach, and we're ready to play.
Okay, so when you're not playing football, what are some other things that keep you interested or occupied?
I race vintage snowmobiles and work on cars. I'm a heavy equipment mechanic so yeah.
Very good. A few rapid fire questions for you here. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Cookies.
All right, which kind?
Chocolate chip.
Okay, as it seems to be the favorite in this team. Do you like it with the nuts or without?
Without.
Okay, I think that's got a slight edge also. Burgers, brats, or hot dogs?
Burgers.
And what do you want on that burger?
Just a good old slice of cheese.
Just a slice of cheese, a simple, plain, basic burger.
Yep.
All right. Nothing wrong with the classic, right? Your favorite NFL team?
Green Bay Packers.
All right. Now, think about this for a minute. If you could have dinner with anybody in NFL history, be they alive or not so much, past or present, who would it be and why?
I'd probably want to catch up with J.J. Watt again.
Okay, all right. And you say again, did you catch up with J.J.?
I met him at spring camp when I was down in Wisconsin, my high school. So.
Okay, all right. And what about J.J. impressed you?
We went up in the weight room and we had to play around with some weights, and he was about the only guy I could keep up with.
Okay. All right. If you had a superpower, what do you think that might be and why?
Ooh, it's a tough one. Strong enough already, but I guess we can always use more strength with super strength.
Super strength? Okay. If you had super strength as a superpower, of course you have to have a superhero name to go with that. So what's Tanner's superhero name?
Ooh, probably just have to go with the T-Man.
T-Man. Okay. Don't confuse that with Mr. T. No, this is.
I can't take that one.
This is the T-Man. Okay. We're talking with Tanner Walker today on Phoenix Profile, and how about a shout out to the family and friends and so on that are going to come and watch you at games?
I just shout out to all my family out there that letting me get back into the sport and supporting me through it.
So when people do come to Phoenix games to watch you play or watch any of your other teammates play, what number will they find you wearing, and where are they going to find you on the field?
Be number 31, right in that middle linebacker spot.
Okay. We want to thank Tanner Walker for joining us today on Phoenix Profile. Coming up next, more Phoenix Halftime.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Profile with a look at one of this season's Chippewa Valley Phoenix players. This has been a presentation of NLWN2. Stay tuned. Coming up is more Phoenix Halftime.
Soar like the Phoenix. Whether it's t-shirts, sweatshirts, headgear, accessories, or much more, you can find it at the Phoenix Team Store. Just go to www.tvivmn.chipley.com and you'll find all the latest in Chippewa Valley Phoenix apparel. Show how you're ready to soar with the Phoenix at the Phoenix Team Store.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't Don't stop.
Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is more live Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football.
What are you doing in there? What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
And we're back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona, Minnesota, as the River City Rough Riders hold a 14-0 lead over the Chippewa Valley Phoenix as we're getting close to starting the second half of this game. In this game, the Rough Riders scored twice. That last time was set up by a pretty big punt return that took the ball down to about the 18-yard line, and then the Rough Riders ended up punching it in with Kari Dorsey taking it into the end zone for the touchdown. Other than that, this game has been very evenly played. It's just that the Phoenix haven't been able to find the end zone. There was a little bit of... It didn't quite get to extracurriculars, but there was a little bit of not happy talk, let's put it that way. as the teams were leaving the field at halftime, and so we hope nothing comes of that. And the other penalty that was notable was the offsetting unsportsmanlike call that happened following the Phoenix interception. But that's all in the first half. That's in the past, and we're getting ready for the start of the second half. We'll be back with second half kickoff right after this timeout on NLWN 2.
When your energy costs going up get you down, it's time to contact Olson Solar Energy with offices in Altoona, Onalaska, and Wausau. Olson Solar Energy will be happy to provide a free solar evaluation of your home. Then, Olson Solar Energy will design a system that is designed to cover 100% to 120% of your current annual electric usage. Give Olson Solar Energy a call in Altoona at 715-318-5552 and see how Olson Solar Energy can make solar energy work for you.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
From concept to creation, the Visual Identity Vault is your complete design headquarters for all of your business and brand identity needs. We offer precision production, meticulous screen printing for vibrant, durable prints. Our plans are tailored to you, apparel and merchandise for businesses, teams, and individuals. We have streamlined solutions, hassle-free web store setup. We handle orders and payments. Ready to elevate your brand? Contact us to get your custom creation started today at the Visual Identity Vault at tvivmn.com, 507-238-9793. Let's make your mark together.
And we're back here at Paul Giel Stadium, getting ready to start the second half. The Phoenix will be kicking the ball to the Rough Riders. And the Rough Riders own a 14-0 lead. Phoenix lining the ball up. Teeing the ball up is Jacob Brown for the Phoenix. Dropping back deep for the Rough Riders is Jeffrey Peoples, and it looked like Jelonzo Jackson, I believe.
The Rough Riders get set to receive the ball in the second half.
So Brown has the ball teed at the 35. Whistle blew, and Brown approaches, swings the leg, and drives a nice kick. Puts Jackson back at about the 16-yard line. He's out across the 30 and dragged down at the 37-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at that spot as we're underway in the second half. They're going to put it on the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Don't forget, today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix football game is being brought to you by C&K Construction, Hy-Vee Grocery in Eau Claire, Menominee Eye and Optical, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, Transport Garage in Altoona, Northern Wisconsin State Fair in Chippewa Falls, Olson Solar Energy, the Phoenix Team Store, Roland Machinery, Sammy's Pizza in Eau Claire, Slayton's Technology, Tokyo Japanese Restaurant, the United States Army, and the Visual Identity Vault. Be sure to thank these fine folks for bringing you Chippewa Valley Phoenix football. A snap and give straight up the middle, out across the 45 to the 49-yard line is Josh Young. So it's going to be a gain of about 6, second down 4. Benson under center. Takes a snap. Gives it straight up the middle. And that's Davion Clay. Or is that Jelondro Jackson? I can't tell if that's a 7 or a 1. It looks like a 1. He ended up gaining a yard, 1 yard gain. 3rd down 3 for the Rough Riders at their own 45-yard line. Just underway in the second half. Phoenix would very much like to deliver a 3 and out on this first drive. Get the ball and maybe try to put some points on the board. Here's a give straight up the middle and taken down. Met as soon as the ball got there. Josh Young on the carry, and he ends up losing 4 yards on the play. That's going to make it 4th down 7. Back at the 41-yard line. Phoenix did drop somebody back. That's Joaquin Bird. Now he's creeping back up again because the Rough Riders are not in punt formation. Benson in the shotgun. Benson drops back, throws out in the flat. It's incomplete. It was intended for Jimmy Barker. And Phoenix will have the ball 1st and 10 in Rough Rider territory at the 41-yard line. So that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Phoenix with the ball. Hughesby brings him up to the line. Check that. I believe that's Joaquin Bird at quarterback now. Gives to Hayden. Hayden takes it down to the 40-yard line where he got met. Drives forward. Carried a couple people forward. They're going to mark it at the 38-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down 7. Connor Hughesby is splitting out wide to the left side. Joaquin Bird at quarterback. Cameo King split wide to the right. And we've got penalty markers. And I'm going to be curious to see which way they call this. We had a couple Rough Riders jumping off sides. A couple Phoenix also moved. And I think we're going to get the call against the Rough Riders. And so that's going to take the ball down to the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd down 2 for the Phoenix. That'll change your play call. Cameo King splitting out wide to the right. Hughesby out wide to the left. Bird looking, and he got hauled down. Ball came loose, and the Phoenix fell on it back at the 41-yard line.
Phoenix does fall on the ball, but it is a loss.
That's a loss of 10 yards for Joaquin Bird.
3rd and 9, ball on the 41.
Check that. We're 3rd down and 9 yards to go. 10 yards to go. Here we go again, 867-5309. Bird waits for the snap. He drops back, looking downfield. Fires it deep. He's got a receiver, Cameo King. Ball's fought for and incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10 for the Phoenix. That was a jump ball play. Cameo King went up to try to get it and just not able to come down with it. I believe that was A.C. Riley back there on defense. They're at the line of scrimmage. Bird drops back. He rolls. He's still scrambling. Steps up. Still scrambling. Keeps it himself. He fires deep. He's got a receiver. He's got Cameo King into the end zone for a Phoenix touchdown. Bird to Cameo King, 41-yard touchdown pass. We do have a flag down. I think that's a flag. Doesn't look yellow from here. Yeah, it's orange. That's not a penalty marker. It must be a piece of equipment or something that came off a player. Piece of fabric or something.
Not a penalty marker. It looks like the Phoenix did score, and they are electing to go for 2.
So the Phoenix will go for 2 after getting right back into this game with 10-14 remaining in the third quarter. Cameo King they lost track of him back there around the end zone. Kind of inside the 5-yard line. He got a little bit of separation, and Joaquin Bird saw him and fired it and put the ball on the money. King caught it in the end zone for the touchdown. Phoenix up to the line. Demetrius Bennett splitting out to the near side. Hughesby at cornerback now. Nope, check that. Still Bird. Give to Hayden straight up the middle. He did not get in. Noah Hayden on the carry. And the score remains River City Rough Riders 14, Chippewa Valley Phoenix 6, and you're tuned to Phoenix Football on NLWN 2.
If your estate isn't looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants landscape your estate right up to snuff with installation of retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Then they'll keep it that way with their expert lawn care service. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 608-468-2067. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood.
Yeah, I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
It's going to be amazing to be able to come to a place like this and stay at a cabin with amazing people, animals, a view, and get away from it all.
Country Haven Farms is fundraising to complete our cabin, giving Wisconsin veterans and their families a much-needed escape in the Northwoods. Donations of any amount are encouraged, and sponsorships are available at all levels. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
Well, the Phoenix have found their way back into this game with 10-14 to go in the third quarter. It's Rough Riders 14, Phoenix 6. Phoenix getting ready to kick off. Jacob Brown has the ball teed up. Back deep is Jalonzo Jackson along with Jeffrey Peoples for the Rough Riders. And officials are waiting for something. Jay Deutscher talking to the referee over there, and Jay Deutscher's not too happy about something. And now Dan Bridges is going to get the word from the official, what was going on. And the explanation comes through. So now it looks like we're about ready. Jackson and Peoples back deep. Here comes Brown, swings the leg, drives that one down to about the 20, and it goes out of bounds. It went out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, so it's going to come out to the 35. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at that point. Well, I guess they're going to put it on the 40. I guess it depends on which officiating crew you're working with, because it seems to me it went out to the 35 last week. This week it comes out to the 40. Either way, you're not supposed to kick it out of bounds, and that's why it does that. All right, Rough Riders up to the line of scrimmage. The running back is Davion Clay. And the give by Benson straight up the middle, and Clay couldn't get anything going. He got it to about the 37-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 3. 2nd down, 13. Rough Riders break the huddle and come up to the line. 3 receivers coming out wide to the left. Jalonzo Jackson and Kari Dorsey, and I couldn't catch the one in the middle. And give to Jackson, and he takes it up to about the line of scrimmage. Or check that was Davion Clay on the carry. So it's going to be 3rd down, 13. So maybe a slight loss on that play, but just let's call it 3rd and 13. Rough Riders at the line. Well, they're coming up anyway. Jackson and Peoples and Dorsey are split wide to the near side, the left side. And they throw it to Jackson over the middle, and he breaks loose, and he's gone. He's going to take it to the house for a touchdown. 63-yard touchdown pass to from Benson to Dorsey. And that puts the Rough Riders on top by the score of 20-6. Rough Riders to go for 2. And the ball gets snapped. Rolling out is Benson. He gets taken down in the backfield, back at the 15-yard line. That's a loss of 13. and the extra point attempt is no good. So with 8:26 to go in the third quarter, it's a River City Rough Riders 20, Chippewa Valley Phoenix 6 on NLWN 2.
When you take 35 years of authentic Japanese recipes and mix it with the right environment, you know you've arrived at Tokyo. Tokyo Japanese Restaurant at 2426 London Road in Eau Claire has been the Chippewa Valley's premier Japanese restaurant and is known for having an authentic teppanyaki experience. Looking for a unique place to host a corporate event or party? The team at Tokyo will create an unforgettable event. Call today to book an event or make a reservation by calling 715-834-0313. That's Tokyo Japanese Restaurant in Eau Claire.
And we're back here getting ready for the Rough Riders kickoff as they've just opened up a 20-6 lead on a pass play, a 63-yard touchdown pass from Benson to Jelonzo Jackson. It was an inside screen to Jackson, and he went through a lot of traffic, but nobody could bring him down. All of a sudden he broke into the loose and nobody was going to touch him. So Rough Riders getting ready to kick off. And we have another whistle stopping the kickoff. And they're kicking off at the, they lined it up on the wrong line. They should be kicking off on the 35-yard line. Doing the kicking this time around is Kat Donnelly. There's the kick, and it's going to come down at the 25-yard line to Bird. Bird gets it up to the 35 and gets thrown down. Joaquin Bird at a 10-yard return out to the 35-yard line, and it will be Phoenix ball, 1st and 10 from there. So 1st and 10, and the sticks are in the wrong place. So, well, they moved the ball forward now. So they marked it at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. A late substitution for the Phoenix. Hughesby splits out wide to the left. King to the right. Lamar Graves in the slot. Bird takes a snap. And Bird keeps it himself, tries to go up the middle, can't, still on his feet. Now he throws it downfield, it's complete to Hughesby. Hughesby gets it almost to the first down. He's going to be marked a yard short. He's at the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Bird was looking for somewhere to go but couldn't find any place. Hey, don't forget, join us next Saturday on NLWN 2 as we bring you Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football, as the Phoenix are going to host the Buffalo Ridge Wildcats from southwestern Minnesota at Carson Park. Pre-game will start at 2:30 in the afternoon here on NLWN 2. Bird takes a snap. We have a penalty marker flying. I think it's a free play. Bird looking downfield over through Hughesby, but the penalty is going to be against the Rough Riders, and it's going to be enough to give the Phoenix the first down. That should put the football right on the midfield stripe. Now we'll wait to hear from the white cap. And it is encroachment against the defense. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty and a first down for the Phoenix as a result of the penalty. Right in the middle of the W. That means they've got a U on each side, right? Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Bird waiting for the snap. He takes a snap, drops back, looks downfield, and threw it incomplete. It was intended for Lamar Graves. And Graves looks like maybe he got a little bit of a cramp in his calf. He's going to try and run it out. Herschel Brazil was also out in that area. Second down 10 for the Phoenix. Also, don't forget to join us on Monday on NLWN TV as we bring you the Cavaliers taking on the Menominee Eagles. That's a non-league game from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Coverage begins at 6 o'clock with the In the Dugout show, followed by all the live play-by-play action on NLWN TV on Monday. Snap to Bird, drops back, he's in a little bit of trouble, scrambling, throws it down into the flat, and it's dropped by Graves. And so Lamar Graves misses the ball, and it goes to third down 10. So the ball is still sitting on the 50-yard line. Phoenix coming up to the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Bird takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield, keeps it himself, and he got pulled down at the 48-yard line of the Rough Riders. It's going to be a gain of only 2. Brings up 4th and 8 for the Phoenix. So the Phoenix have a little bit of work to do here on 4th down. Cameo King coming out to the right side. Connor Hughesby out to the left. Demetrius Bennett in the slot on the left. Snap and a quick kick. And it's going to come down and roll out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, it looks like. And let's see where they end up spotting it. I think they're going to put it at the... They're having a discussion over there. One official says the 15, the other one says it was the 12. There's a difference of 3 yards, and the one that said the 15 won the argument. So it's first down, Rough Riders at the 15-yard line. Don't forget, coming up later up this broadcast season, the Northern Light Webcasting Network is going to broadcast our 500th event. Be sure to stay tuned for special announcements and awards for our loyal viewers right here on NLWN2, NLWN TV, or any of our Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. Benson drops back, throws it out in the flat. That's Demetrius Klain. He ran into his own man and got upended more by his own man than anything the Phoenix did at about the 17-yard line. Gain of 2. Second and about 8. He ran into Jeffrey Peoples as he was coming around the left side, and basically Peoples decleated him. All right, Peoples in the slot on the near side. Barker, and we have whistles blowing. Barker was split wide to the near side, and we have a false start against the Rough Riders. That's going to make it 2nd down and 12 instead of 2nd and 8 or 7. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Rough Riders up to the line of scrimmage. Benson, inside pitch to Jalonzo Jackson, and he gets run out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Rough Riders break the huddle. Again, Barker to the near side. Jalonzo Jackson in the slot. Kari Dorsey split out wide to the right. Benson drops back. He's in some trouble. Rolls to his right. Throwing downfield. He's got Peoples. And Peoples gets taken down at the 37-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And Peoples is pretty slow to get up. And he's not up. And the officials stop the clock. And he's treating it like a cramp. They're stretching out that calf muscle. And while they tend to him, we'll take a timeout here on NLWN 2.
Today we recognize the soldiers before you for the successful completion of their basic training. This time we would like the family members and loved ones to move forward and put on your soldiers' Army 1-star badge.
From homemade sauce to dough that's made fresh, and the specialty meats and real mozzarella cheese, Sammy's, at 2812 London Road, has the recipe for the best pizza in town, and has been Eau Claire's go-to pizza place since 1957. Sammy's not only offers award-winning pizza, but their menu includes burgers, sandwiches, chicken and much more. The next time you're in the mood to head out for dinner, drop into Eau Claire's only Hall of Fame pizza parlor, Sammy's Pizza, 2812 London Road in Eau Claire, or call it 715-831-1300.
And Peoples got back to his feet and is gingerly walking off to the near side. He's got a long ways to go. But they were treating it as if it were a cramp, and so I suspect we may see him again once they get that cramp worked out. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at their own 37-yard line. Waiting for Jeffrey Peoples to make his way across the field. Peoples, now he's outside the numbers, so we're getting closer. Rough Riders break the huddle. They do come up to the line of scrimmage as Peoples crosses the sideline now. Darcy slides into the slot on that side. They give it straight up the middle, and a big stick that time to Davion Clay. And that was by Dalton McDermott. heading off is Herschel Brazil, and we have a timeout being called by the Phoenix as they had a personnel issue. So we'll take this timeout as well on NLWN2.
Firearms, ammo, training, and safety. That's what it's all about at Marcon Shooting. We offer women's only basic handgun classes every other Sunday. Ladies' Day at the range every Tuesday. Women's only speed dating every Tuesday evening, 6 to 8. Women, learn how you can have less than lethal protection. We sell ladies' shooting accessories in our shop. Start browsing or book your classes at marconshooting.com. Firearms, ammo, training, and safety. That's what it's all about at Marcon Shooting, the Chippewa Valley's premier indoor shooting range and pro shop.
We're back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona. Rough Riders on top of the Phoenix, 20-6, 3:14 remaining in the third quarter. Rough Riders have the ball, second down, 10 at the 37-yard line. Benson waiting for the snap. He gives it on an end around and being chased down from behind and taken down is A.C. Riley. And he's going to lose it back to the 35-yard line. So make it 3rd and 12 for the Rough Riders. So the Rough Riders come up to the line. Benson drops back. He's under pressure. He's got a roll. He tucks it down. We have a flag coming in, and Benson steps out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. That's in the area of holding where that flag came in. And let's see if they call a holding penalty. Let's see, it would be 4th down and 4, but they're going to take the penalty. And it drops it back to 3rd down and about 20. 3rd and 20. That mathematically doesn't make any sense because it was 3rd and 12 and a 10-yard penalty. It should, they shorted that penalty march off. But 3rd and 20 is an okay situation for the Phoenix. There's a snap. Benson, again under pressure, rolling to his right, looking downfield, looking. He fires it downfield, and it's caught by Barker, and he comes down at the 38-yard line of the Phoenix. That's going to be a gain of a bunch. About 34 yards on that pass play. So it's 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders on the 40-yard line. Coming up at 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. There's a snap. Play action pass. Throw over the middle. Barker couldn't hang on to that one. 2nd down 10. So with 27 seconds remaining in the quarter, 2nd down 10 at the Phoenix 38-yard line. Rough Riders up to the line. Kari Dorsey in the wing on the right side. Dorsey goes in motion, pitch to Dorsey. He's coming around the left side. He gets it across the 35 down to the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 9. It's going to be a yard shy. 3rd and 1. Waiting for the box to get set. And that's the end of the third quarter. With the score, the River City Rough Riders 20, Chippewa Valley Phoenix 6, and you're tuned to Phoenix Football on NLWN 2.
Soar like the Phoenix. Whether it's t-shirts, sweatshirts, headgear, accessories, or much more, you can find it at the Phoenix Team Store. Just go to www.tvivmn.chipley.com and you'll find all the latest in Chippewa Valley Phoenix apparel. Show how you're ready to soar with the Phoenix at the Phoenix Team Store.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame.
Our next game will be on Monday, July 1st, as the Cavaliers take on the Menominee Eagles from Carson Park. Coverage begins with the In the Dugout show at 6 p.m., followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Monday, July 1st on NLWN TV.
And that means on Monday I'll be over at Carson Park with that ball game. And we'll be over at Carson Park with that ball game. Our host of characters will be there, ready to bring you Cavalier baseball against the Menominee Eagles. Eagles renewing their program this year. It had been on a bit of a hiatus. Starting the fourth quarter, Rough Riders at the line of scrimmage. There's a snap, quick pitch out to Davion Clay, and he gets pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. That's right where they're going to mark it. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders at the 25-yard line. And Rough Riders come up to the line. We're just waiting for the chains to get set over there on the far side. Benson in the pistol. He takes it. 3-step drop. Quick flip out to the side. Intended for Clay, and it's incomplete. Going to bring up 2nd down 10. It's a good play call. It just didn't work out. You hit the back out in the flat like that. It's basically a running play disguised as a pass play because it gets that back out in space. Rough Riders looking over toward the sideline, waiting for the play to get called in from Coach Dan Bridges.
Rough Riders up to the line of scrimmage, 25, second and 10.
Second down 10. Phoenix jumped, but were they drawn off is the question. They did stop the play. That's usually against the offense. Oh, they're going to say offside. They must have made contact in the process. So it's going to bring up second down 5 for the Rough Riders. It'll be down at the 20-yard line. All right, Rough Riders come up to the line. And Barker split to the near side wide. In the slot on this side is A.C. Riley. The snap, give straight up the middle to Clay. Gets it across the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down. So first and 10 from the 14-yard line. Rough Riders threatening. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Rough Riders at the line. Again, Barker to the near side. Snap straight up the middle to Clay. He gets the corner turned at. Check that. That wasn't Clay. That was Josh Young on the carry. And he got it down to the 10-yard line. Gain of 4. Second and 6. Rough Riders at the line. Barker takes it, drops back, throws over the middle, caught in the end zone, touchdown, Jelonzo Jackson. Quick slant pattern into the end zone. I believe it was, yes, it was Jackson. And it puts the Rough Riders up on top, 26-6. They're going to set it up for the 2-point conversion attempt. So up to the line come the Rough Riders. There's a snap and they give straight up the middle and into the end zone. That time is A.C. Riley with the 2-point conversion. So that makes the score Rough Riders 28, Phoenix 6, and you're tuned to Phoenix Football on NLWN 2.
The Phoenix are rising. NLWN 2 and the Northern Light Webcasting Network are excited to be your home for Chippewa Valley Phoenix Semi-Pro Football. Our next game will be on July 6th when the Phoenix will recognize military, EMS, and law enforcement personnel by facing the Buffalo Ridge Wildcats at Carson Park. Keep following the Phoenix on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN 2. That's exciting Chippewa Valley Phoenix football on July 6th.
Back here at Paul Giel Field in Winona, Minnesota. Rick Olson, Ann Monroe, Cameron Rickoff. Beautiful day here in Winona. Scoreboard not so beautiful in the Phoenix interest, but Otherwise, it's a nice day. Cat Donnelly getting ready to kick off for the Rough Riders. He approaches, and it's kind of a squib kick. Picked up over there and taking it out across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. And that was Hunter Kraus on the return. I believe that's the second return he's been given credit for today. Opening kickoff was a little drive that he dove on. So 1st and 10 for the Phoenix. And they're right at the, they put it right on the 49-yard line.
Winona, proud sponsors of the River City Rough Riders.
Phoenix at the line of scrimmage. Joaquin Bird at quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield. Fires it down there, and it skips off the dirt kind of halfway between Bird and, I can't see who the other receiver was. I believe it was Preston Buss. So it's going to be 2nd down 10 for the Phoenix at the 49-yard line. Hughesby splitting out wide to the near side. Demetrius Bennett in the slot on this side. Cameo King split wide to the far side. Joaquin Bird waiting for the snap. Steps up, he's in a little bit of trouble, fires it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. It was intended for King. He was the person in the closest zip code. So 3rd down 10 for the Phoenix. Phoenix break the huddle. Hughesby and Bennett split to the near side. King to the far side. Bird drops back. Looking, flips it out into the flat. It's across the 45 down to the 40 and finally dragged out of bounds. Should be enough for a 1st down. I think it's Preston Buss on the play. Yes, Preston Buss was the one who caught that ball and gained the 1st down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Bennett goes out. In for the Phoenix is Lamar Graves. He's on the slot on the near side. Bird drops back, scrambles to his right. Somebody's got his jersey, but Bird tries to fight loose and goes to the ground back at the 49-yard line. Loss of 9 yards on the play. That was John Good in there making the tackle. Second down, 19 yards to go for the Phoenix. Coming up on 10-10 remaining in the game. 28-6, Rough Riders leading the Phoenix. Rough Riders doing a very good job of contain. Bird's not able to get to the outside. He drops back, looks downfield, now has to scramble and gets taken down back at the Phoenix 41-yard line. That's going to be a loss of another 10 yards.
Loss of another 10. And that brings up 3rd and
3rd and 28. 3rd down and 28 yards to go for the Phoenix. And as much as I hate to say it, there aren't many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 28. Bird drops back. 7-step drop, fires it deep, downfield. Hughesby knocks it away. Had it been intercepted, and it almost was, by Jelonzo Jackson, had it been picked off, it would have been about the same as a punt anyway. So no harm done. 4th down and 28. And we have a timeout on the field. Phoenix called timeout with 8:48 to go. It's the Rough Riders 28, Phoenix 6 on NLWN 2.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
I'm Belinda, and this is Willard, and we were adopted in 2021. When we first met Todd, he was singing a song, and I was like, wow, look at this kid with the biggest smile, and he has a big heart to match.
The energy you give Todd, you get it back from Todd.
Yeah.
Todd's a joy.
Yes, he
Todd's
is.
really is a great joy.
I love him. You and you.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
8:48 to go in the game. Rough Riders leading the Phoenix 28-6. 4th down and 28 yards to go for the Phoenix. And the Phoenix are not the Philadelphia Eagles, and that was only 4th and 24, so that was short yardage compared to this. Now the officials are discussing some things back around the 32-yard line. And now they're heading over toward the sideline, talking to Coach North over there. Bird waiting for the snap. He's going to roll out. And he's got a little bit of room and got a few yards on the play. And they're going to say he was pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Ball go over on downs. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the River City Rough Riders on the 47-yard line. So Rough Riders are out on the field with their offense.
Chippewa Valley Phoenix 47-yard line.
Rough Riders come up to the line.
Nice defensive stance by the River City Rough Riders.
Kari Dorsey on the left side. He and Jelonzo Jackson kind of switching places, back and forth, and the handoff, no, play action, throw down deep, and it's caught by Davion Clay. Down at about the 20, well, they're going to mark it on the 17-yard line, it looks like. And what's interesting is Clay caught that ball, went to the ground, and then stood up and made no effort to gain any more yards, which is basically the same as giving himself up. He could have. He had every right in the world to continue on that play because none of the Phoenix players had touched him. So 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. There's a snap. Pitch on the end around to Kari Dorsey. He's across the 15 to the 10 where he stepped out of bounds. They're going to mark it on the 11. That's going to be a gain of 6. 2nd down 4. Rough Riders up to the line. Davion Clay, the setback. Alex Benson at quarterback. Gives to Clay. No, he faked the end around, and Benson kept it himself and got taken down for a loss of a yard. They're going to mark it back at the 14, so it's a 2-yard loss, and making it 3rd down and 7. That's actually just about a 3-yard loss. 2nd down 7. Clay is the setback. Benson in the pistol. Takes a snap. Gives it on the end around to Barker. He's got the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Rough Riders. The Phoenix did not do a very good job of containing that time, and he had a wide open green carpet in front of him for the touchdown. Making the score 34 for the Rough Riders, 6 for the Phoenix.
Chippewa Valley Phoenix 6 minutes left of the game.
And they're going to go for 2.
Rough Riders going for 2.
And up to the line of scrimmage come the Rough Riders. Benson waiting for the ball. Takes a snap. Pitches it to the outside to Clay. Clay loses the ball, but picks it up, but does not get into the end zone. So the score remains River City Rough Riders 34, Phoenix 6, as you're tuned to Phoenix football on NLWN 2.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own, a place that I call home, this place that I call home.
So now it's 34-6 with 6:01 to go in the game. Rough Riders lead the Phoenix. And Kat Donnelly ready to kick off. Joaquin Bird back deep to receive for the Phoenix. And it's a short kick taken by the up man. Straight up the field he goes. And he almost broke it loose. That was Noah Hayden. Got it all the way down to the 35-yard line. Noah Hayden, that ball bounced right into his hands. He just took off straight up the field and actually ran right past the Rough Rider defenders and just about broke that one loose. So the Phoenix will have it 1st and 10 at the Rough Rider 35-yard line. See if the Phoenix can muster a little bit of pride here. As they're getting ready to come up to the line. All right, splitting out to the near side is Connor Hughesby. Lamar Graves in the slot on the near side. Cameo King out to the far side. Bird drops back, looking downfield, still looking. He's under pressure. Rolls to his left, fires it downfield, and it's intercepted. And down the field and taken out of bounds. Jalonzo Jackson on the interception. And they're going to mark it on the 31 or 32-yard line. And Rough Riders will take over. Well, let's see where they're going to put it. Yeah, it's going to be on the 29-yard line. Herschel Brazel going off the field for the Phoenix. And the Rough Riders come up to the line. Benson still at quarterback in the pistol. At their own 29-yard line. Benson drops back. He's looking, throws it out in the flat. Pass is complete to Davion Clay, and he's in the open. One man to beat. And he gets slowed up. He's still on his feet. He take it into the end zone for a touchdown. 71-yard touchdown pass for the Rough Riders, making the score Rough Riders 40 and the Phoenix 6. And that didn't take very long. Just a little swing pass out to the left side. Benson out to Clay. And it wasn't a great example of tackling on the part of the Phoenix. Rough Riders up to the line of scrimmage, going for the two-point conversion. Benson waits. We have a whistle. And Rough Riders called timeout. Well, nope. Check it. Phoenix called timeout. And I'm not sure what the timeout was for, unless they were short a player. And while they take this time out, we're going to take one too on NLWN 2.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. that I call home.
Okay, now maybe we'll get the 2-point conversion attempted. As the Rough Riders meander their way up to the ball. Benson at quarterback. He's got A.C. Riley in the backfield with him. Gives it to Riley straight up the middle. That time he got taken down for a gain of about a yard. Not enough for the for the 2-point conversion, and the score remains River City Rough Riders 40, Phoenix 6 on NLWN 2.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Well, 40-6, River City Rough Riders on top of the Phoenix. 5:27 to go in the game. This one's pretty much written in the books. It's just what will the final score finally be? As the scorekeeper pointed out, we're only 1 point shy of a running clock. And Connolly's kick. It's going to be short, picked up by Bird. Bird high steps and moves out to the 40. Joaquin Bird gets it across the 50 down to the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Phoenix. Don't forget, coming up after the game is concluded, we will have Phoenix follow-up. We don't have a lot to follow up with. Phoenix come up to the line. Late player coming in, Thomas Harris, into the slot on the near side. Bird takes the snap. Quick toss out to the flat. Herschel Brazil gets it out across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. A little extra jawing going on both ways. So 2nd down 5 for the Phoenix at the 44-yard line. Brazil the setback. Bird in the shotgun, takes a snap, gives it to Brazil straight up the field. Now he cuts it out to the right, trying to get the right corner, and he ends up losing 2 yards. So that's going to bring up 3rd down 7. Rough Riders did a nice job of coming up and filling that time from the cornerback spots. And maintaining the edge. Phoenix at the line. And we're going to get flags and whistle. And we'll see which way they call this. Yep, it's going to be encroachment on the Rough Riders. So that's going to make it 3rd and 2. At the 41-yard line. And the Phoenix are at the line of scrimmage. Bird waiting for the snap, and I think we have one going the other way. Yep, a false start against the Phoenix, so we're back where we started from. We're doing a lot of walking back and forth for not having any time run off the clock. 3:22 to go. Nice cool breeze coming through the press box right now. Snap. Bird drops back. He's under pressure. Rolls. Throws it out into the flat, but threw it behind his intended receiver. His receiver was Preston Buss, but Bird threw it behind him. 4th and 7 for the Phoenix. Today, the Phoenix have had trouble basically with what they've had trouble with all season, and that's sustaining drives. Phoenix up to the line. Throwing deep, looking for Hughesby. It's overthrown, and the ball goes over on downs to the Rough Riders. Other games going on in the NLFL today. We don't have any scores on these games, but the Manitowoc Mariners are at the Brown County Blackjacks. The Wisconsin Ravens are at the Fox River Raiders. The Rock River Rampage at the Midwest Warriors. The Midwestern Wildcats are at the Madison Mad Dogs. And the Wisconsin Wolfpack are at the Tri-City Bulldogs. And you remember the Madison Mad Dogs. We went down there, and it wasn't so much the football game, but it was dinner afterwards at Lombardino's.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was a nice experience. Rough Riders at the line of scrimmage. New quarterback in there for the Rough Riders. Kari Dorsey takes the snap and rolls to the left and gets taken down at about the 46-yard line of the Phoenix. And he stayed in bounds, so the clock does stay running. And let's see if they have to run a play. We have an injured player over on the far side, and he's off the field, so clock continues to go. 2nd down 2 after that 8-yard gain by Kari Dorsey. Now he splits out wide to the left. Benson back in at quarterback. He gives it to A.C. Riley. He comes around the right side. Riley taken down at the 38-yard line. And we have a whistle to stop the clock. As we have a Phoenix player getting up kind of slowly. That was Russell Hayden. That had to have been the reason they stopped the clock, because it should not have. And now we have the 2-minute warning. With 1:55 remaining, and the Rough Riders on top of the Phoenix. And we'll take this time out on NLWN 2.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents are...
Boy, they don't believe in 2-minute warnings here. A.C. Riley takes it around the left end, and he got down to the 30-yard line. Clock should continue to run because he did not get out of bounds. I believe if they get a first down, they won't have to, they could go into victory formation. In fact, they almost could do it now. Second down and 2 yards to go for the Rough Riders. Benson at quarterback, A.C. Riley as the running back. Benson steps in under center this time, and it looks like victory formation. And there's a snap, and he takes a knee. 59 seconds, they'll have to snap it one more time. And let's see if they have to snap it one more time. I do believe they do. They're at the line. Benson steps in under, takes a snap, takes the knee, and that'll do it. And that'll be your final score today. The River City Rough Riders 40, Chippewa Valley Phoenix 6. And we'll be back with Phoenix follow-up after this timeout on NLWN 2.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
You've been tuned to Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football Live on NLWN 2 and the Northern Light Webcasting Network. This has been presented for the private entertainment of the tuned-in audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction, in part or in whole, in any form, without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network, LLC, and the Chippewa Valley Phoenix, is strictly prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Phoenix Follow-Up, with a look back at today's game.
The Phoenix are rising. NLWN2 and the Northern Light Webcasting Network are excited to be your home for Chippewa Valley Phoenix semi-pro football. Our next game will be on July 6th when the Phoenix will recognize military, EMS, and law enforcement personnel by facing the Buffalo Ridge Wildcats at Carson Park. Keep following the Phoenix on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN2. That's exciting Chippewa Valley Phoenix football on July 6th.
Time now for Phoenix Follow-Up, with a look back at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. And now, back out to the stadium for Phoenix Follow-Up.
And it's a 40-6 loss for the Phoenix to the River City Rough Riders. Rough Riders handled things pretty well today. Phoenix actually, until the fourth quarter when things got a little bit out of hand, Phoenix were holding their own as well. In fact, in the first half, it was a 14-0 game, and just a couple of big plays caused that, or set up those two scores for the Rough Riders. In the second half, the Phoenix came out and scored early in the second half, and then after that, that was on a 63-yard touchdown pass from Bird to Cameo King. And then after that, it was all Rough Riders with 26 unanswered points to get them to the final score of 40-6. And for the most part, that's pretty much going to wrap things up from here in Winona. I want to remind you about, to join us next Saturday on NLWN2 as we bring you Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football. The Phoenix will host the Buffalo Ridge Wildcats from southwestern Minnesota at Carson Park. Coverage will begin with Phoenix Rising at 2:30 with kickoff scheduled for 3 o'clock. That's Chippewa Valley Phoenix Football next Saturday on NLWN2. Also, don't forget to join us Monday, in other words, day after tomorrow on NLWN TV as we bring you the Cavaliers taking on the Menominee Eagles in a non-league game from Carson Park. Coverage begins at 6 o'clock with the In the Dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action. First pitch is scheduled for 6:30. Also, don't forget that coming up later this broadcast year, the Northern Light Webcasting Network will broadcast our 500th event. Be sure to stay tuned for special announcements and special awards for our loyal viewers. And that's all coming up later this broadcast season on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix football game has been brought to you by C&K Construction, Hy-Vee Grocery in Eau Claire, Menominee Eye and Optical, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax, Transport Garage in Altoona, Northern Wisconsin State Fair in Chippewa Falls, Olson Solar Energy, the Phoenix Team Store, Roland Machinery, Sammy's Pizza in Eau Claire, Slayton's Technology, Tokyo Japanese Restaurant, the United States Army, Visual Identity Vault. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Chippewa Valley Phoenix football right here on NLWN2. So, for Cameron Rickoff on the camera and Monroe on the computer, this is Rick Olson. That final score, once again, the River City Rough Riders 40 and the Chippewa Valley Phoenix 6. You've been tuned to Phoenix Follow-Up on NLWN2.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame.
Our next game will be on Monday, July 1st. The Cavaliers take on the Menominee Eagles from Carson Park. Coverage begins with the In the Dugout show at 6 p.m. followed by live play-by-play action. That's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Monday, July 1st on NLWN TV.
You've been tuned to Phoenix Follow-Up with a look back at today's Chippewa Valley Phoenix game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.